Long time no see. This is my black ale I made forever ago. I don't even know when. But, been really busy. That to kind of try to explain my absence. Been got a lot of things going on. My son and his wife finally finished their house. Well, for the most part. They got some trim to finish up inside of it. But, from where they started off at, it's amazing what they've got to and stuff. Those kids bit off way more than I would have wanted to chew. And I'll just throw a couple pictures up here real quick just so you can see what kind of a freaking mess it was, because it was bad. I mean, really bad. But did that, and so in the process of moving their stuff, and I went over and helped them a little bit with some tiling and, you know, painting and things like that. We all did. But they moved out of their apartment, and so they gave me the set of drawers that went under the waterbed that we used to have years ago. Gave them back because they'd been using them this whole time. We didn't have any room for them anyway. So I got those, and so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut those down and actually make the drawers out there in the garage for all my tools and supplies. So I've got that to do. Kind of taking care of my elderly mother. My sister and I take turns. She does way more than I do. But she's diabetic, so we're kind of trying to take care of her and everything. And she's doing better than what she was, because she was really, you know, yo-yoing up and down really bad. And now she's kind of leveled out, and we've kind of got a handle on it now, so it's a lot better than what it was. She didn't end up with the trip to the hospital, though, because she bottomed out. And I had never, anybody who's been around anybody who's diabetic, we had never seen someone actually bottom out before. And it's actually pretty scary. We thought that she had actually had a stroke. So we called the ambulance, and they hauled her off to the hospital and took her to the emergency room. When they got her out to the ambulance, they actually gave her some glucose in the ambulance. So by the time we got to the hospital, she was talking fine. But before, I mean, she was slurring her speech and everything, and it was pretty frightening for us. So like I said, we had never seen that happen before. But now we kind of have an idea of what to look for, and we also have some glucose to try to bring her out of it in case we see this happen. So that's been going on. I've also been trying to get some funds worked up, and if anybody follows me on Facebook, I apologize for the the flood of the GoFundMe things that I've been posting, but What I'm wanting to do is, we have a family cemetery, and it's not just our family, but there's several families in there, that a church that used to be there is no longer there. The church pretty much ceased to exist in the early 1900s. So it's been 100 years since the church has been there. And the cemetery is like out in the country, and I think the actual cemetery committee, or the people who actually own the property, are defunct now as well. So the property has just gotten in some really bad shape, and the tombstones are falling over, and they're moss grown, and the cemetery is just getting really grown up. And it kind of really bothers me that it has gotten into that shape, and I have family out there, so I'm trying to get a GoFundMe account going. I've got some money in there to get the supplies and some of the equipment to actually handle these larger stones and get in there and actually clean it up. And I do hope to, I don't hope to, but I will have video of the process, as I did with the other cemetery, which that was a big group effort. This will be probably me and maybe one or two other people. That'll be it. So got that going on. Just a whole lot of stuff. I actually did order grains, and I hope to brew this weekend. I decided, instead of doing 5 gallons at a time, since I have the 2 little party pigs, I want some different beers going at the same time. I don't want like 2 pigs full of the same thing. So I'm actually going to go and brew 2.5 gallon batches like I used to several years ago. And if you go back and look at my older videos, you'll see where a lot of times I would split a batch. I'll probably be using dry yeast this time instead of the liquid yeast, just because I really do like the dry yeast. It seems to work really well, and it's cheap. So, and been doing that, and it's like I said, trying to hopefully get this garage thing put together. It's I'll show you some pictures here and stuff. What a mess it is out there. It's like, it drives me nuts because I can't find anything. And it's like, I like to have all my tools and everything in a location. When I need them, I can go to them and get a hold of them right away. And anybody who has tools knows that what a pain in the ass it is if you can't chase the damn thing down. So anyway, I'll take pictures of the garage. So anyway, I want to apologize for not being on here too much. It's like I said, I got a lot of small little projects going on and some things that need to be done and everything. So hopefully, after the first of the year and things slow down a little bit, I will be making some more videos. And if I'm lucky, maybe I'll actually get to videotape the brewing this weekend, just to show you kind of what I'm doing. So anyway, so I'll show you the pictures, and then cheers in 17. Sorry I haven't been on CraigTube lately either, so just seems like every night when I get home I'm just so damn tired, I just want to go right to sleep. So anyway, thank you all to my new subscribers. I've got quite a few of them lately, and that's just great. So anyway, for my GoFundMe account, if you would be interested in it, that's fine. If you're not, some people will say, well, I want to take care of dead people, when there's plenty of living that need something, and I can quite understand that. But if it weren't for those dead people up there, we wouldn't be here. So to me, it's just showing respect to those who came before us, and it's like I said, I want to get it cleaned up. And if I have the capabilities to do it, there are several cemeteries, small plots, family cemeteries and everything around our county that could really need, could really use some help. So I would like to eventually, try to fix those up too, if I can contact the landowners. So anyway, stay tuned. You probably have a bunch of crazy videos. I'll probably do more smoking and maybe have a Super Bowl video. I'm not going to do one every hour on the hour or whatever the hell. So anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for being patient with me while I've been busy. So, talk to y'all later. Bye. So anyway, as you can tell, my garage is a gigantic disaster. Stuff all over here. Stuff there. Some of Christmas still out. Scooter. Smoker. Headboard off of an old bed. Circa 1950 something. And then these are the drawers I was talking about. I think I'm going to rip them down and then put them over there, underneath there, to put all my tools and stuff in. So anyway, so then I kind of went through and looked at my grains the other day and to see what I actually have. I got a list here. And hopefully actually get to brewing, and then I can fill my little piggies back up. So anyway, it's like I said, excuse the gigantic ass mess in here. I hate it, can't do anything in here. So anyway, like I said, hopefully I'll get some videos made. Actually get something done out here. So who knows? So we'll see what happens. So okay, I'm going to do my Irish Stout, and I didn't have any place to put the grains, so I went ahead and put them in the bag. So I'm just going to dump this water in on top of the grains that are already in there. I'll stir these up real good after I get the water on there. I have 5 gallons of water. I'm going to make a 2.5 gallon batch. I'm going to try and see if I can do a complete no sparge on this. And this isn't going to be a real thick mash, so that'll work just fine. No lumps, no clumps. This is a light beer, so it doesn't have a real heavy grain bill, so it's just a dark beer. It's just going to be low alcohol. Alright, get the fire started and we'll get the mashing. We've been mashing right around an hour. Right about 1:55 maybe. So I'm going to go ahead and start the burner back up. I'm going to go ahead and get this up to about 168 and mash out. So we'll be back. Okay, I'm just going to let this drain for a while. And there's my Brew Smith timer. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and slip my hops in here. It's East Kent Goldings 5.7% alpha acid, first wort hopping. The bitterness will be right around 40. So I'm just going to slip this in the side with some clips. And I've got the burner back on to go ahead and get this up to a boil. And we'll be back. Okay, got my beer in my fermentation fridge, and the temperature I have set at 19.4, which is around 67 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's it for the day. And we got our beer in here, chugging away. Okay, and gotta still clean up my mess. Here's the drawers I had left over after I worked on that last night. A shelf. It's the headboard. And here's the drawers and everything I put in last night. And down below here I've got my sander and Dremel tool and the reciprocating saw and oscillating saw and drill. And gloves, odds and ends, office stuff, nuts, bolts, batteries and battery charger. And down here in the drawers I have all my screws and nails and stuff here. Down here I have like the my Dremel tool and staple gun, electric staple gun, optivisor, and hammers, crowbars, stuff like that in here. And just this, that, and the other kind of in this one. Wire brushes, knife sharpeners, stuff like that. And toolbox. All my air supplies, air hose supplies, stuff's in that one. Down there in the bottom I got my wood chips in that tub down there. And cleaned up a little over here, but it's still a mess. I gotta clean up my brewing stuff from last night. So anyway, I did get it done yesterday along with the brewing, so just wanted to show you.